Today we're using the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of side A. Always before we've done the hypotenuse, which is side C. Today we're doing side A. And you use the same formula, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. You plug in the numbers that you know. We don't know what a squared is, so we're going to bring it down, a squared, because we don't know what the value of a is. B is 8, so we replace b with 8. C is 8.5, so we replace c with 8.5. Now, what I'm going to do is, for a, I already found the squares of these, so I brought down a squared. 8 squared is 64, 8.5 squared is 7.25. Now I have an algebraic formula to solve. Because the unknown value is on this side, whereas before it was all by itself. Now it's not by itself. It's got plus 64 with it. Now I need to do a few steps, or at least really one step, to get a squared by itself. So I will subtract 64 from both sides. And I get a squared equals 5. I'm subtracting so I can. So it's, it's like this, right? 5 minus 0, 2 minus 0. I need to regroup. So a squared is 8.25. Now, I'm not trying to solve for a squared. I want to solve for a. So to undo the squared, I do the opposite. The opposite of square is square root. So I'll do the square root of those. The square root of a squared is a. The square root of 8.25 will be revealed to us by the calculator. 2.87. 2 rounds down, so it's going to be, the 7 will stay 7. So 2.87. A equals 2.87. When I come back to this, this was 8.25, and the final answer is 2.87. So that's A for you. Come on, be kind. Let's go on to B. Got my little paper ready. All right, so do massage just a little bit. B is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We don't know the value of a, so we bring the a down. The value of b is 10. Substitute b for 10, or 10 for b. The value of c is 14.1. So we substitute that for c. Now, I went ahead and set it up here. The square of 10 is 100. The square of 14.1 is 198.81. Now I need to isolate the a squared, the variable term, because it's not isolated in this format. So subtract 100 from both sides. And I get a squared equals 98.81. So I'm just going to take this and go straight back to the page. 98.81. Oh, looks like, my writing from the back side of my paper came through. Okay, so now the square root of a squared is a. The square root of 98.81 is not yet revealed. I'm going to guess that it is it's a tiny, tiny bit smaller than 10. It's going to be 9 point something, because the square root of 100 is 10. This is slightly smaller than 100. I already know it's going to be 9 point something because it's so close to 100. See? Oh, 9.9. And so let me write this down. 9.9. Before I do the hundredths digit, let me see. The 3 will round up because that's the 9, so it's 9.94. It's kind of neat to estimate, kind of predict what you think it's going to be just based upon how close it is to other numbers. Okay, so for C, I'm going to kind of help you a little bit on these, but I want you to do the answers yourself. You know, for some reason, this is still here. Ignore, well, oh, I see what I did. All right, so a squared, we don't know what a is, so we bring a down. B is 9. C is 9.8. I'll just write it on the next line. We've got, so a squared plus 81 equals 96.04. See, I already did it. There. Now to isolate the a squared, I will subtract 81 from both sides. That gives me a squared equals, let's see, 4, 0, 5, 15 and 4/100ths. That's what you'll write here. Finish C. On D, I gave you the extra lines to write this row, and then do all of D. And guess what? Guess what the next page is? Wait, there is no next page. You're done. You did it. Go you.